Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so here is a problem. Some of my flying buddy also, we keep all of our airplane checklist data on a notebook and bring it to the field for flying. And sometimes we forget the notebook. And here's my ultra stick setting, all the switches. Okay, and here's my other airplane setting. This is my JAS 39. I keep all the switch note here. SC, SF is for the gear. The gain is part S1 and the battery. Okay, and here is my Eflite Viper 90mm, and I keep all the information here. The switch SB is a flap, gear is SF, throttle reverse, gyro gain, and the flight timer battery here also. So then it is a problem when we go flying and we forget the notebook at home. How can we remember with so many planes? Well, here is a solution. Keep all of our data on our radio per plane like this. Problem solved. Stick with me on this video and I will show you how easy it is to set this up. Okay, step number one, we need to create a MD file. MD stands for markdown file. Okay, so here in C directory, I already create a temp directory to work on this. So under here, I'm just gonna create a new file. It's gonna be a text document file. Okay, and I'm gonna name it Viper. Okay, Viper is the same model plane on my radio. So let's edit this with Notepad. So double click here. Open this up, and under Notepad we're gonna start editing it. Okay, so I'm gonna do # space Eflite Viper 90mm. # is gonna indicate that's gonna be a header statement. Okay, next I'm gonna do ** switch position and ** again, and it's gonna indicate bold. Switch position gonna be in bold letter. Okay, next I want to indent it and do SB flap, and again another *SF for gear. So in between the star and star here, that means it's going to be italicized. Okay, so same thing here, SI here for throttle reverse. Okay, and then next *S1 star is going to be for the gain adjustment. And next, I'm going to indent again, and then *SE star is going to be for auto mode leveling. Okay, so I'm going to hit a return here, and then I'm going to do another bold statement here, ** flight timer battery. Okay, and then I'm going to say 4000 milliamp, and I remember it was 4 minutes. Okay, and then I had another battery that I use sometime, and it's at 4500 milliamp, and it's going to be roughly 4.30 minutes. Okay, so that is good. So one thing we need to do is make sure there's no space behind every line here like this. Okay, now you're going to move back here and delete that. Okay, so make sure there's no space at the end of the line. Okay, so that is good. Okay, so now before saving this file, I want to show you how I know the MD syntax. It is easy. Let's just look, open up Google here, and let's look for MD. Let's look for MD file syntax here, and hit here, return here, and it shows you a markdown guide basic syntax here, and this is how I learned from it. And you can look at this, very easy. Just take a view of this. You scroll down, you can tell right here, for instance, block code, emphasize. Okay, and let's look at emphasize here. For instance, bold. See right here, markdown language, just do a **, and then it will display bold text. So that's how I learned from this. So it's very simple. If you want to do more fancy stuff, you can read more on this. Okay, right, so step number 2, verify and test the MD file output before we put on the radio. Okay, so let's go back to our Google search here, and let's look for a MD file viewer to test. Okay, so let's go down here. We have many options here, so here it is. Let's do this one, Markdown Viewer Online and Tester is free. So let's just hit this. Go, okay, and here it shows us you can put the input in here on the left side and it will display the output on the right side. That's what we want to test. So on my Viper.txt, I'm going to copy, highlight everything and copy this. And I'm going to paste to the left side, which is the input here. Okay, and that's the output on the right side. That's what it's going to look like on the radio. And I just want to test it before I load on the radio. And this is what you should do also. Okay, and you can see SE is italicized here, and switch position is bold. Okay, for instance here, let's say I want to italicize the 4000 milliamp here. I'll put it between the star like that, and see on the right side is italicized. Okay, so that's what I want. For instance, if you want to do instant analysis or review the output right away, that's what you should do. Okay, so I'm happy with the input. That's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to go back here, and just to be safe, I'm just going to highlight this and delete this. Okay, and on the window here, I'm going to highlight the input, which I already test. Let's copy that, and I'm going to paste it on here, which is my Viper.txt. Okay. Okay, and now we are done with the browser. We can close it and minimize it. Okay, and now go back here to Viper.txt. And the next step we want to do here is we want to save this file. And I want to save as. Okay, and here, what you need to do here is you want to save as an MD file. So just hit all five here, save type, and you just force it into a Viper.md, the extension. Okay, and hit save here, and now the Viper MD is available, and this is what you want to do. So just delete that and move this over, and we want to copy this Viper.md onto our radio, which is the next step. Okay, so on to step number 3, transfer the MD file onto our radio. We want to transfer Viper.md onto our radio. So let's bring up another window on the lower right screen here, and let's before we do everything, let's power up the radio. And obviously we're going to see the default checklist warning screen here. Okay, this is what every radio model file has. So that's what we have. We're going to append to that screen. Okay, so let's power down the radio here. Okay, and let's press this button down here and the power to bring it up into bootloader mode right now. Okay, and let's connect. Now we'll connect the USB to the back so that we can copy the Viper.md file onto our radio. Okay, so USB is connected, and that should mount on my Windows Explorer. It should mount the X20S and X20SD drive. Okay, let's bring up another File Explorer here, and let's bring it to the right here. Okay, and under the X20SD drive here. Okay, and let's look for model. Okay, everything is under here, models here, and I have many folders. I have glider, plane, EDF, everything. So EDF is where my Viper is. So remember that your MD file per plane has to match the name of your model file Viper also. So F22 have to, if you want to create F22.bin, you have to do F22.md also. Okay, so Viper.md is for Viper.bin under the model file, which we just copied over. Okay, so let's delete that. Okay, so we are good. So let's safely eject the drive, and then we can power down our radio here safely. Okay, and pull the USB, and it's in bootloader mode right now, and then we can safely power down the radio. Okay, so then let's see the result here, and let's power up the radio and see. Okay, and here it is. Our custom checklist data for the Viper plane from the MD file that we upload. The switch position is in bold. Scroll down, the flight time, battery data that I have, and the failsafe default screen is still there also at the bottom. So this is great. Data list for each of our plane. This is great. And also, we can forget about keeping a notebook from now on. One less thing to worry and bring to the flying field. So that is awesome. So in summary, guys, by keeping our data checklist on our radio, it makes our RC flying life easier. One less notebook to worry about. So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you find the video helpful, please share with our RC community. Comment, I love to hear your comment. And help subscribing to my channel so to not miss any new helpful content. Happy flying and see you at the flying field. Take care.